program. Do you want to talk anything else about that journey and how those academic challenges or achievements that you've not shared yet?
I think one thing I share with all my students, I'm not a counselor. I just have life experience. And I tell my students a couple things. I said one is the journey that we take, and I say we because most of my students have taken a similar journey, gives us a certain superpower if we use it the right way that others don't have. I have a couple colleagues that are from the same background as me, and when we sit down in a meeting, it doesn't make us any better or worse than anybody at the table, but we have a different understanding of students. So there's teachers and administrators and counselors that are popular on campus, but there's a difference between being popular and doing what's best for a student and still having them respect you. When you can sit at a table and you understand a student's background, you understand the pains they're going through, the struggles they're going through, when you can guide them instead of just sympathize for them. A lot of people in those situations just want to feel sorry for a student, and that doesn't empower them. So I tell students, when you take the backgrounds that we have and you put a formal education on top of that, it gives you superpowers in whatever career field that you go into. So a lot of times we look at the setbacks and we look at the mistakes that we've made and we think that we're not going to be able to overcome them or we're always going to have to hide from them. I know for a long time I hid from what I did and some of the things that I had experienced, and now I share them. And I don't share them in a bragging way. It's actually very difficult for me to share them, and it drudges up a lot of stuff sometimes. But to look into somebody's eyes and have that relationship with that student, have them understand that I'm not just some person that teaches a class or an administrator, but I'm somebody that cares about their life, they get buy-in from that. And once you get that buy-in from that, it has the opportunity to do things. My favorite student visitor is a student visitor that has gone on to a university and they come back to visit, or they've gone on to graduate, or the emails I get say, hey, I just finished my first year at my university, or I've just moved on to this, or I'm getting married, and it's just an amazing feeling. I've had probably 20 weddings that I've been invited to, and many graduations, and I've had 2 students I've walked down the aisle for their wedding because they didn't have a dad. And so students begin to look at you at that role model figure, and some people get scared for that. I embrace it. I want to be a role model to the students that I work for, and it makes me be a better person. The other thing I tell them, though, is when you come from our background, these pain or these self-esteem issues will never go away. You're never going to wake up and just feel perfect or feel great. So you have to find ways to inspire yourself. When I get out of my truck some nights when I'm coming home, and I'm in the house that I paid for, the vehicle I paid for, my wife and son are inside, I just kind of smile and just thank God it's just a life I never thought that I would enjoy. And I work just as hard in my personal life as I do in my professional life. I think it's important to give. My family's favorite hobby is volunteer and community service work. We just enjoy it. We do it all the time, and I just feel that need to be out in the community showing people that there are people that care, even when they're not getting paid.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you. I didn't cry. Good.